Hey guys, welcome back to TCG Open. We're back for more Lorcana Vine Mayhem. Let's go. Here we are back with our second opening for Lorcana's Attack of the Vine. Second box break, well, the second third of the first box. You know I like to go slow. Partially it's because it takes a lot of time to edit these videos, and if there's just too much cards going on, it takes too long to do it anyways, and my camera cannot handle the heat. But if you've watched the previous episode, you know that we've pulled absolute heat last time, and I'm really glad that we did early on. Will we find out what's coming for the next 8 packs? Well, let's check it out right here. 8 packs, let's go. So 1 enchanted, 17 to go. We're definitely not going to be finding all 18, but it'd be nice to dream. All right, so let's go on to our pack. First pack, will we get some first pack magic? Who knows? All right, we are starting off with the one and only Kanga, the Owl, Beast, Pluto, Panic, Piercing Attack, Tinkerbell, Pacha, Copper, and a rare Grandma Wu. There's the temporary shift that I was referring to, and another rare Omni Droid. There are so many Omni Droids in this set. Following that with a common Mike Wazowski. It'd be nice if they covered his face, but they didn't. Okay, next pack we have Boo and Sully. So they are going to try to blast us with some hits. Now, has Lorcana absolutely exploded in your part of the world? Let me know, because I think it has over here as well in Canada. Jasmine. Now, I don't speak for all of Canada, but in Ontario at least, it's pretty hard to find product at MSRP. It's gonna be great. Roz, Pete, Cetus, Power Surge, Gaston, Broken Pod, rare Dr. Bushroot, which is Ward, and a rare Henry Waternoose III, following that with a, ooh, look at that, it is a foil super rare Lilo and Stitch. This is the one that also shows up as the iconic, and this one is actually a pretty nice card. It has quite a bit of abilities, a shift, a resist, and a support with 3 lore, and it's inkable. Not bad, not bad. Okay, that's probably actually a pseudo hit, but we will put it here for now. What are some of your chases for this set? I think for me, really, it's the Winnie the Pooh Archmage Enchanted. That one just looks absolutely stunning. Scar is a nice one because it's a pretty unique ways they drew the Enchanted. And then also Maleficent and Diablo. That one looks really cool too. All right, so we have Kokum, Diablo, just mentioned him, Splody Head, Startle, Narrow Escape, Winifred, Prophetic Vision, Look What You've Done, Boo, and a rare Nobody Like You, following that with a, ooh, what's that? Let's check it out. It is Quackerjack. Come on. Quackerjack is a real silly clown. So whenever you play this character or when he quests, you gotta put the top 4 cards of your deck in your discard. So you're gonna be discarding them, and if there's an item in there, then you get to deal 1 damage to an opponent character. So if you're lucky you have 4 consecutive items, then you'll be dealing 4 damage. But how rare is that? That's extremely rare to find 4 consecutive items. So at most maybe 2, but most likely just 1 item in your deck. You know, it's a legendary, it's a fun card from Darkwing Duck, but I don't know if it's going to be useful. And our next card is a common Launchpad Foil. Let's put this over it with. Sleeve it up though, because the legendaries do deserve a sleeve. All right, third pack. We have Ursula or Vanessa. So in a box now, it seems like the hit rates are, instead of 3 to 6 legendaries, it seems like most people I've talked to are getting between 6 and 7 legendaries in a box, and maybe 2 to 3 epics. So that's a pretty good increase from before, and pretty much similar to Wilds Unknown. Miriam, Darkwing Duck, Donald Duck, Piglet. Piglet, look at that wizard. Look at that little cape that he's wearing. Miko, Minnie Mouse, My Adventure Book, and 100 Acre Wood. We got the foil version of that one. Following that with the Irate Chef, Mrs. Incredible Rare, and a super rare Darkwing Duck and Launchpad. So whenever you see a combination character or a dual character, you can bet that it's probably also an enchanted version. This is Shift and Ward, And moving on to a rare magical honey staff. All right. All right, who's up next? Boo and Sully. We're going to be starting off with a pair of If I Didn't Have You. I mean, there's two characters on this one, but it's not a dual color card. So probably no enchanted for this one. Mata, haven't seen this one before. Dashpar, Launchpad, Peter Pan, Aladdin, Genie. This is a really great card in sealed. Probably is a really good card in any standard purple deck as well. We have Scream Canister, Abbey Park, following with a rare Boo. And a Vine Entrance. I haven't seen this card. The first time a Floodborn character moves here each turn, you may deal 1 damage to a chosen character. And that seems to be the persistent effect of the Vine, always dealing damage to others. And a common Kernel. All right, we are on the 5th pack, oh no, 6th pack, sorry, 6th pack. And this one has the Winnie the Pooh Archmage on the front. I know my little kiddo at home is gonna love that little Winnie the Pooh, so I'm gonna have to start collecting some duplicates for those ones for her. All right, we're gonna start off with Besties Assemble, Mulan, Rar, Focus Search, Flute of Phlegm, Potato, a super rare or uncommon, Madam Mim. This is a really cool card. It's evasive, and all cards in your hand count as having the ink symbol. So you can ink non-inkables. Big Book of Honey, Abu, and moving into a rare Randall Boggs, following that up with a super Lilo and Stitch non-foil. I bet you this one card is worth a bit as well, maybe $5 or so. And moving that into a foil Miko. All right. What are we gonna get in our second last pack? So the increased pull rates for Enchanted definitely, I think, affected the game's playability, or at least collectability. A lot of people seem to really enjoy this move by Ravensburger, which I would agree, it's kind of a nice change. Lilo, Violet Parr, Gaston, Belle, Maleficent, Buzz Lightyear, Discarded Armor, Sully, I'm Never By Your Side, or I'm Never Not By Your Side. Following that with a rare Vine Pod. And moving into a, there we go, there's our second legendary, and I believe this is our third legendary of the box. It is Pocahontas and Miko. Very nice, very nice. Let's move on though. Continue with a, oh, so we have an epic. This is our first epic of the box. It is 208 of 207. It is, ooh, Jasmine, look at that. So this is a really nice looking epic now. So if you look from a tangential lighting point, there we go. See it? There are areas that are foil, like her bands or bangles, her shovel tools, and her earrings. That's really cool. Very nice, very nice. So I'm glad we got both a legendary and epic. And what did I tell you? Good cards come in pairs or triples. We have an epic and a legendary in the same pack. And previously we got a legendary followed by an enchanted. Hopefully we can continue this kind of trend, maybe an iconic, you know, who knows. Okay guys, we are moving into our last pack of today's opening, and are we gonna find any good hits in this one? We'll find out. Are we actually gonna have last pack magic? And of course, when we get to the last pack of the box, I will show you how far we got into collecting the set with one box, and pretty sure it's gonna be about 80 to 85%. All right, we have Woody, Flynn Rider, Peter Pan, Mickey Mouse, You've Got Some Punch, Russell, Posey, Antonio Madrigal, Megavolt, following that with a rare Pocahontas, a rare with a few good friends. Look at this artwork. That is so stunning. It's like Dungeons and D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, or kind of like an RPG kind of look. And the final card pulled today will be none other than a rare foil Aladdin. It is a Vineling created by the Vine. Really cool, really cool. All right, and we got, of course, the centerpiece. Okay, and what do we get for this second half of the opening, or second third of the opening? We got Quackerjack, legendary. We got a Miko and Pocahontas legendary, which I think also has a enchanted version. And we ended this video with a epic Jasmine, the Vine Expert. Very cool, very cool. When I put in a sleeve, you kind of lose the shine, but that's okay. All right, guys, I hope you liked that video. We have plenty of product to open in the next coming couple of episodes. You can see here, we have at least 6 pre-release kits. So we're gonna have some fun. Stick around, stay with me on this journey. I will see you later. Peace out.